Welcome to Bloom at the Yoga Garden, and thank you so much for joining me for today's class. So we're thinking about letting go today. Let go of all those things that are holding you back, whether in your yoga practice or in your daily life. And all we have to do is decide we will let go, because mostly they're things that we don't need to hold on to. So let's see how we get on today and see if you can really let go. So we're going to begin lying back and down on our mats in Shavasana. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Take the crown of your head up towards the top of your mat. Allow your chin to tuck in ever so slightly. Tuck your shoulders underneath. Arms rotated slightly away from your body, palms facing up. And just allow the fingers to curl naturally in towards the palms. The heel of the right foot at the right edge of the mat, the heel of the left foot at the left edge of the mat. And just take a couple of breaths to allow yourself to arrive on your mat. Let go of anything that you were doing before you got on your mat. Let go of any plans you have for after you leave your mat. Just allow yourself to be here in the now, present completely in your body, in this present moment. Continue just to follow your breath for another couple of rounds. And then encourage your breath maybe to deepen a little bit. Feel as you inhale and exhale, you're breathing into the earth below. Sending the body into the back, the breath into the back body. For a couple of rounds, just feel you're breathing into the earth below. And now feel that you're breathing into the air above, the earth, heavens above. Taking the breath now to the front of the body. Slowing it down just as much as is comfortable for you. And now just allow yourself to be breathed by the earth. Each inhale and exhale, just feel you're letting go a tiny little bit more. So now we've spent a very few minutes just settling the physical body, calming the mind, and bringing our awareness to our breath. We're almost ready to begin the physical aspect of today's practice. Excuse me. So as always, please listen to your own body, care for your own body, be kind to yourself. You're not coming on your mat to hurt yourself, but you are here to really begin to be aware of your body, feel the stretches in your body, enjoy the stretches in your body, getting to that little edge where you're challenging yourself a tiny little bit, but you're not going to do any harm. So this is something we learn through yoga. So if in doubt, hold back, but enjoy your practice. So now we're just going to take a big inhale, bring your arms up behind, reach into your fingertips, stretch into your toes. Don't let your shoulders roll up as you do this. Keep drawing your shoulders back down. Wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes, just like the leaves on the trees at the minute. And they're deciding to let go too. And then on your next exhale, gently allow your hands and arms to drift back down to the sides of your body. So now we're going to bend our knees and bring the soles of our feet onto the mat. And just notice how that feels. So check that you're still pressing, or that you are now pressing really nicely into the small of your back, and your whole of your back body feels really nicely supported. And then we're going to lift our knees in, bring them in towards your chest, give them a little squeeze. We rock from side to side. If you want to, you can turn your head as well. Big inhale and exhale. Maybe send your knees away a little bit. And now bring your hands into the backs of your knees or the backs of your thighs, and nice and gently begin to straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. So don't worry if they don't straighten completely for this first one, because we're going to do this a couple of times or a few times. So inhale, feet up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend them into again. Inhale, so maybe you'll notice they're straightening a little more each time, maybe not. All we're doing is waking up all that synovial fluid in our knee joints, and giving maybe your ankles a wee wriggle as well, and just beginning to get more blood and nutrients pumped into the joints before we do anything too drastic. And now after the next one, plant your feet on the floor, have your knees and feet hip width apart, so you want your heels ideally so that you can just graze them with the middle fingers. Tuck your shoulders under. Any back issues, take your feet a bit further away and don't come up so far. We're going to do Setu Bandha, baby bridge pose. So really press into the soles of your feet, and that will help to make sure your knees don't roll in or roll out. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, just to wherever feels right for you. And exhale, gently unroll. Inhale up. And just be aware of what's happening in your body as you do that. Feel the movement all along your spine. And exhale down. So inhale up. Lift your hips up towards the ceiling. And we're going to pause here a little bit. So of course keep breathing. So your breastbone's coming up towards your chin's pointing up towards the ceiling. Press really strongly into your feet. Hopefully knees and ankles are still in line with each other. Tuck your shoulders under. Take a nice long, slow, deep inhale. Maybe lift a tiny wee bit more. And a nice long, slow exhale. So we're going to do one more of those here, just exactly where we are. Inhale. And exhale. So one more breath here. And this time on our exhale, we're going to unroll back down to the ground, nice and slowly. Inhale. And exhale. Unroll just as slowly as you can. Bring yourself the whole way down to the earth. And just feel how lovely that is again. So now we're going to straighten our left leg out along the floor and just bring your right knee in, give it a wee squeeze in to begin with. Maybe a little rock from side to side. So imagine you're standing on that left foot and leg. So feel that you're pressing the left foot into something, or else imagine you're standing on it. So it's really well engaged. And now we're just going to take the right knee out slightly to the side and see if it'll drop down, and just allow the sole of your foot to come to wherever it rests. So if you're down here, that's fine. If you're up here, that's fine. Maybe you're right up at the very top. That's also fine. But what we don't want is for you to roll off this left hip. So if it's lifting up, you aren't standing on it, or imagining you're standing on it to begin with. So don't try to get the right knee down towards the floor just so it'll look better. We're not worried about that. This is your practice. You allow yourself to be wherever you are. So you want both hip points still facing up towards the ceiling. And then from here, if you want to, you can bring your arms up overhead, and we're in a lovely supine tree. So we're pressing the sole of the right foot into the inner thigh of the left leg. And the more you switch on all those muscles, the more work you'll feel going on. One more breath here. And exhale, bring your arms down. Gently relax. Bring that right knee in. Use your right hand to bring it in nice and gently. Maybe give it a wee squeeze in again. And then straighten it along the floor, and we'll swap sides. Left knee in. We squeeze in. Really work into the heel of the right foot and leg. And then when you're ready, give it a wee wriggle about wherever. Just notice how it feels for you. Begin to take it out to the left. And then again, sole of the left foot to wherever feels right for you. So this side could be completely different. It does feel different for me because my left knee is still slightly sore. So working into the heel of the right foot and leg, give that thigh maybe a wee stroke. Check your shoulders haven't crept up. Really stand. Press into the sole of the right foot. Don't worry about getting the knee down. Just have two nice level hips, and then inhale, take your arms up overhead, reach into your fingertips, and you're again in your nice supine tree. Let your leaves blow in the wind. One more breath here, and exhale, gently bring your hands down, bring that left knee in. And then from here, roll over onto one side, press into the top hand, bring yourself up and meet me in tabletop. So in tabletop, our knees are below our hips, our wrists are below our shoulders, and we're actively pressing the floor away. And we're just going to take a nice long, slow, deep inhale here without doing anything else except breathing. And exhale. And now we are going to come into our cat-cow. So we're going to inhale and bring your heart, your chest through, your upper body through as you inhale. And then as you begin your exhale, start at your tail, tuck your tail under. Feel the exhale. Feel as if your breath's being squeezed out of your body. Inhale. This time start with your chest coming through. And exhale, tuck your tail, press the floor away around your shoulders. One more like this. Inhale. Bring your heart center through, bottom up towards the ceiling. And this time, as you exhale, bring your heels back down, or your bottom down onto your heels. Sorry. And stretch your arms out in front. So don't worry if you don't get your bottom down onto your heels. You can take your knees a wee bit wider if you need to. And maybe your forehead will come down onto the floor. Deep breath here. And then your next inhale, we're going to roll the whole way forward into a version of up dog. So our knees are on the floor, but we're bringing our heart through. exhale, start at your tail and bring yourself back down into child's pose. Inhale, draw your whole body through into your version of up dog. Exhale, tuck your tail under and bring yourself down. One more. Inhale, draw your body through, press into your hands, bring your heart center through. Feel strong. So if you're stretching your legs away, so there should be no pinching in your back at all. And then exhale, bring yourself back into child's pose. And this time, bring your hands back behind you or down by the sides of your ankles and make fists and do a few wee circles if you were feeling that in your wrists. Well done. So that's quite strong, wee bit of upper body strength. So now we're just going to bring our hands, the backs of your hands down onto the floor beside you. And then we're going to inhale, bring yourself up into high kneeling. Bring your hands together. And then as you exhale, turn to the right. Arms out. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale back to center and exhale, fold forward and down. Bring your hands back either side of your body into child's pose. One more. Inhale, bring yourself up, hands together. Exhale, turn to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale back to center and exhale, fold forward and down. Hands either side of your body. And then from here, we're going to bring ourselves forward, tuck your toes under and bring yourself up into downward facing dog. Very briefly, keep your knees bent. We wriggle from side to side and then just walk yourself forward and meet me in a forward fold. So your knees are bent deeply, your hands are on the floor or on your thighs, wherever you can reach. So inhale, and as you inhale, feel you're almost lifting into the back body. And exhale, soften. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, we're going to press really strongly into all four corners of our feet and bring yourself up into chair. So you sit back and down into your imaginary chair, lift your pubic bone up, your sacrum going down towards the floor. Now bring your hands down to shoulder level if this is too much for you. Much better if your hands here than be like this. So wherever you need to have your hands, even on your hips is fine. Plenty of alternatives here. Great big inhale here. Exhale, fold forward and down again. Walk your feet back and bring yourself back into downward facing dog. And give your dog a wee walk. Begin to straighten one leg at a time. And then from here, take a big inhale and roll forward into plank. So please bring your knees to the floor if you need to, into half plank. So we still want our shoulders over our wrists. So press into your heels, lift all of the front body up into the back body. Feel strong. You're strong. Let go of anything that tells you you're not strong enough. Inhale and then exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Lift your sit bones up. Roll the big arm bones out. Big inhale. roll forward, back into plank. Knees to the floor again if you need to. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale back into down dog. And then inhale, we're going to come forward into plank one more time. And this time we're going to walk our hands back, one hand at a time. Bend your knees as you get back near your feet and come into a version of your chair pose. Take a breath here. Fold forward, walk your hands forward into plank. Let's do one more of those. Take a big inhale here, exhale, begin to walk your hands back, bend your knees. Bring yourself into a version of chair pose. So you're going to lift your pubic bone up, sacrum go down towards the floor, strong legs, feel strong. One more big inhale here, and exhale, walk your hands back, and this time bring yourself into downward facing dog. So we'll just take a wee breather here, so take your breather in downward facing dog, or bring your knees to the floor, big toes to touch, and sit back on your heels and take it in extended child's pose. So your choice, and it depends how you're feeling today. So if you're feeling, I need a wee rest, please take it. And then if you're in down dog, you can continue to walk your dog or keep your knees bent, shoulders rolling away, sit bones lifting up, navel back towards your spine, so much in this pose. And let your head go wherever you are. Breathe into the back body. Exhale into the front body. One more breath. If you're in child's pose, maybe you could join us in down dog now. And then we're going to take the weight onto the left foot and leg. Lift your right leg up. Doesn't have to come up very high, just hip level will do. Big inhale. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale back. This is where your breath is so important. Exhale, left knee, right knee to left elbow, sorry. Inhale back. Right knee to right elbow. Inhale back. Exhale, left knee. First I've done it again, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach back, and this time we're going to look forward and step the right foot through. Keep the left knee off the floor if you can, but do bring the left knee down if you need to. And get your balance, come lightly onto your fingertips. And this is, we're going to plant the left hand and inhale up with the right and exhale down. So if the floor is too far away and you're sort of hovering on your fingertips, use a block to bring the floor a bit closer. So you have your block, whatever height you need it. Got 3 different options, or a book will do, anything at all. And same thing, inhale up and exhale down. So we're trying to keep the right knee and ankle in line. Inhale up and exhale down. Try not to let it roll out to one side or the other. Inhale up and exhale down. And then we're going to press into the toes of the back foot and step back into downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. So take the weight onto your right foot and leg. Just take it up as high or as low as feels okay for you. Big inhale. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Maybe get it right this time. Inhale back. Left knee to right elbow. Inhale back. Left knee to left elbow. Now do it in your own time, no rush. Inhale back. Left knee to right elbow. Inhale back. And this time we're going to look forward and step the left foot through. Stay in the ball of the back foot, but always an option to bring the right knee to the floor. Right hand to the floor. Maybe use your brick again if you need to. This side could be different. And inhale up with the left hand. So try and keep this knee and ankle in line. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then from here, we're going to press strongly into both hands, lean into the front foot, and step the right foot forward. And bring yourself into Uttanasana 1 again. Crown of your head coming down towards the floor. And just let something go. Feel all the things that are annoying you, you don't need to hold on to, are falling out through the crown of your head. Then press strongly into all 4 corners of your feet and bring yourself up. Bring your hands together overhead and draw down all that lovely energy that is the air into your heart center. And just breathe in and out. It's such an easy thing to do, and yet so often we forget about it or we ignore it completely. Just a wee breather before we go into our balancing pose. And then gently release your hands. And we're going to do tree pose. So I'm going to give you a couple of options here. You can do full pose, or maybe you'll just bring your knee up and down. So we're all going to bring our knee up and down to begin with, a couple of times. So take the weight onto your left foot. Maybe take your knee out to the side, see how that feels. Maybe not. Maybe use your hand to bring it out to the side. So, there's no right or wrong way for any of these things. So it depends how you are and how your balance is today. And then, of course, we have the 3 versions of tree pose. Tree pose can be here with the heel of the right foot on the floor, just touching the left ankle. It can be here on your calf. The one place it can't be is on your knee. We don't want you pressing into your knee. So we've already done this on the floor. If you want to do the full pose, bring your right knee up and tuck it up as far as you can up into the tops of your left thigh. And then you really need to switch on the muscles in the left thigh, press the right foot in. See how that feels. And then maybe you'll take your branches. So ideally we want our drishti to be at eye level. Maybe wriggle your branches. Imagine your leaves falling down at this time of the year, letting go. Let go. Coming out of it's fine. Wobbling's fine. I'm wobbling today. Let your leaves fall. And let them trickle down, drift down, hands to your heart center. And wherever you are, gently release that right foot. And we'll do the other side. So take the weight onto your right foot and leg this time. Same thing again. See how it feels, see how the balance is on this side. Could be completely different. Mine very often is. So tree pose isn't particularly easy, and of course, take yourself to the wall. This is what walls are for, or a tabletop, or a chair. You're at home. Make it yours. So you decide where you're going to be. So if you need the wall, sometimes just looking at the wall can help. You use the wall. So I think it's a good idea to have the wall the opposite side to the side your standing leg is. That's what I'm trying to say. So wherever you are, ankle, calf, or the full pose, press your foot into your thigh into your foot if you're coming into the full pose. Bring your hands to your heart center initially, and then maybe take your leaves. Reaching up, standing tall like a tree. Enjoy the view, sway in the wind. Let your leaves flutter in the breeze. Shoulders rolling back and down. And then let your leaves flutter down. Release your left leg. Give your legs a wee walk. And then from here, we're just going to swing our arms up, fold forward and down, and make your way down onto your mat. So just one more little pose to do. And we're going to bring our feet out in front, so our knees and feet can be, you can have them together or you can have them hip width apart, and bring your hands in close to your hips and see if you can find that little bit of balance here. So this is just a nice easy baby boat. We're going to do our half boat rather. So we're going to see if we can lean back just a little bit onto your hands and maybe bring your lower legs up. So squeeze your thighs in, lift your press into your hands to bring your heart forward. See how that feels. Breathe and smile. And then maybe you'll roll down onto your elbows and straighten your legs, maybe not. And exhale, bring your knees back up again. Inhale. And exhale, a nice easy version of moving into baby boat. Inhale and exhale. And then just stay here, or maybe you leave go and smile and feel strong. Keep drawing your thighs in towards your chest and your chest towards your thighs. Feel all those muscles switching on. Feel good. Let something go. Whatever's saying you can't do this, say you can do this. I can do this. Let it go. One more big inhale and exhale. Drop your feet to the floor. Roll forward. Allow your shoulders to round and bring your head down into this little hollow, this little place you've made. And let it all go. Inhale and exhale. One more nice, long, slow, deep inhale here. And then very slowly bring yourself up and gently unroll and bring yourself down onto your mat, just whatever way feels good for you. Bring your knees in towards your chest, give them a wee squeeze. We rock from side to side. And release your legs, take an inhale and exhale. Drop your knees down towards the right hand. Maybe turn your head and look left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, knees to the left, head right. See if you can keep your right shoulder nestled down onto the floor. Inhale back to center. Exhale, plant your feet in the floor and either keep your knees bent with the feet out full width of your mat. So this is really restorative position, or straighten your legs out along the mat and come into Shavasana. So wherever you are, get yourself nice and comfortable, ready for your relaxation. So imagine you're stretching the crown of your head up towards the end of the mat, shoulders softening away, arms slightly away from the body, heel of the right foot at the right edge of the mat, heel of the left foot at the left edge of the mat, and that's true for whether your knees are bent or your legs are out straight. Inhale and exhale. Encourage your breath to soften. And just bring yourself back to that little breathing we did at the beginning. As you inhale, feel as if you're breathing into the earth below. Breathing, sending the breath into the back body. And exhaling, softening into the back body. And then inhale, breathing into the air above. And exhaling, feeling that lightness, that letting go. Now, just allow yourself to be breathed by the earth. So our connection to the earth is so strong, I feel, at this time of the year, as we see nature beginning to close down and slow down. Everything is almost literally returning to the earth. Nature knows when to let go. It knows when it needs to release. If only we were as good at releasing and letting go as nature can be. So just do a little quick scan of your body and see if there's anywhere where you're still holding on. And tell yourself, I am letting go. I am here on my mat in a safe place. There's nowhere I need to be except here on my mat. And breathe into any areas where you're maybe still holding that little bit of tension. Now I'd like you to imagine what it feels like to be a leaf on a tree at this time of the year. So feel yourself held nicely by the tree. Feel the wind gently whispering around all of your body, all of your being. Very gently, you feel safe, you feel secure, you're relaxed, just like the leaves on the tree. And then, at some sort of a little signal, or maybe the wind becomes a little stronger, you know it's time to let go. You know it's time to leave the security, to leave where you've been for the last few months, to know you know it is time to move on. And you just allow everything to let go. You release that hold that you have on your twig, on your branch, excuse me. And you just let everything go and allow yourself to drift down, to float down, to be carried by the wind, to go with the wind, to drift and flow, excuse me, and see where you settle. You can let the wind decide where you should be. That lovely sense of letting go as you come down to rest on Mother Earth, feeling connected now to Mother Earth, knowing this is the right place for you. Allow that connection, that stability, that safety, that sense of connection to tell you that everything is just as it should be. Let it go. Let go of the ways you thought life would unfold, the holding of plans or dreams or expectations. Let it all go. Save your strength to swim with the tide. The choice to fight what is here before you now will only result in struggle, fear, and desperate attempts to flee from the very energy you long for. Let go. Let it all go and flow with the grace that washes through your days, whether you receive it gently or with all your quills raised to defend against invaders. Take this in faith. The mind may never find the explanations that it seeks, but you will move forward nonetheless. Let go, and the wave's crest will carry you to unknown shores, beyond your wildest dreams or destinations. Let it all go and find the place of rest and peace and certain transformation. So that's by Dana Folds, and it's from her book, Go In and In. So your relaxation is coming to an end. Begin to breathe more deeply. Gently wake your body up, wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes. And when you're ready, bring your right knee into your chest, your left knee into your chest, and begin to rock gently from side to side, and then take the rock right over onto the right side of your body. And just give yourself a little hug there. Tell yourself really well done for completing today's practice. Tell yourself you did a great job. Then press into your left hand and bring yourself up into any comfortable seated position and meet me with your hands in Anjali Mudra. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Use your thumbs to lift your breastbone up. Take a big inhale and exhale, bow your head down towards your heart. So thank you so much for joining me for this practice today, or whenever you're doing it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the fact that you keep turning me on and watching these videos. Thank you so much. Today, I choose to be grateful for everything I have, to be kind to myself and others, to be happy, to be alive, present, here and now. Namaste.